back to my morning report chart appraisals on Monday the 10th of August with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hand Tech Markets. Looking at cable now, and we've had a very interesting move on cable. We had quite a strong move to the downside that sort of rebounded but on Friday, but still you had that break below the initial support, which comes in at 54.65, and it just looks as though this support is being retested again. We didn't have a closing break, so we're not going to get too confirmed yet, but look at these momentum indicators starting to really fall away. Stochastics becoming increasingly bearish. The RSI also is beginning to confirm this move, and I think that the pressure is beginning to tell on sterling, beginning to see a dragging on cable lower, and this is on the hourly chart. You can see that was the reaction to non-farm payrolls, sharply down, but then rebounded. Didn't really unwind all of it, and actually started to come up against a fair bit of sort of resistance from the lower bounds of that range, that near-term range on Thursday, Friday. So that is sort of coming up as the ceiling. You've actually also just now, in the past hour or so, just had a bearish engulfing 1 hour candle, or a bearish 1 hour reversal. So it certainly looks as though the even now in the European session we're starting to get some traction to the downside. You've seen the MACD lines, for example, on that unwinding rally, never got back towards neutral, and now starting to roll over. That RSI on the hourly also sort of got back towards the sort of early 50s, and then has fallen over. So that the increasingly negative near-term momentum, also the pressure on this. I think if you get a close below 54.65 today, that'll just open up the downside, and it certainly is putting pressure at the moment. We're actually below that point as we speak, and if that were to be seen, I think we could well be pushing back towards these lows, 53.30 that we saw in the July low. Interesting also that we're now sort of pushing again back below that 61.8% fib level. On Friday we had a breakdown, 54.22 was the low, and let me just unwind that. We just had that that breakdown on Friday, which moved us below the 61.8% fib level. We've just seen that move again just now, and it certainly looks like I think that having broken that low below that on Friday, we're now sort of doing that move again. So I think the pressure is growing on cable, and the bears are increasingly in control of this one. So the initial resistance comes in at 55.06, which is that high. That's 50 ticks away from that, from where we are at the moment, but certainly that is the resistance in place, and it looks like the bears are winning this one. So selling rallies seems to be the way to go on cable today. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.